So here we go, folks. Leg for the break between Fedor Gorst and Kopin. Last 16 here at the Scottish Open at the awesome McGoldrick's Pool and Sports Bar in Glasgow. What a nice venue. What a nice world-class event right before the UK Open, the first major of the year. A little, huge major event here in Scotland also.
It's a huge event for us in Scotland to have all these world-class players show up on our doorstep and grace us with their presence and their play. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's an absolute treat also for us, for the players. Let's see the first break from Kopin, one of the best breakers in the world. Perfect one in the side. He's got a chance.
Yeah, 2 balls there. So do you see this one being a tooth and nail battle, or do you think somebody will find their rhythm and take a few racks in a row?
It's impossible to predict this game of pool. Nothing is guaranteed in this game of pool, as SVB said in an interview. We saw matches like Jason Shaw versus David Alcade, 10-0, and we can have heel thrillers. I predict a close battle between these two. We're gonna have a nice match.
I always enjoy watching the games when it's not just their ability that comes into play, it's their thinking, their decision making, their ability to handle the pressure. I like it when it goes
Great shot by Ko.
a little bit different.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think Fedor has an edge in this match because the momentum is in his favor. He just won the Whirlpool Masters. He came here full of confidence. He beat Joshua Filler 13-12 in Germany in that beautiful final last week. Kopin lost in the winner qualification round versus Joshua Filler yesterday, 10-3, and had to win 2 matches on the... No, he had to win 1 match versus Mark Bijsterbosch to qualify here in the last 16. Small window here for position from the 4 to the 5.
Looking at the proximity to the cue ball to the cushion here, I'm not sure, is he going to have to go off across the table and come back, or is he going to be able to hold here?
I think he's going to elevate and hold. Yeah, exactly what we spoke before, the way of taking care of the shots, the routine. So for all the pool followers, the pool lovers, it's going to be a treat because we're going to have these styles of play. Wow. He decided to land on the sign rail to go punch shot. So it's gonna be a very nice match to watch, and also.
So I'm guessing he's going to have to just drop this 5 ball into the top corner and bring the white not far away from where the 5 ball sits just now. Leave a slightly more difficult 6. I don't think he's getting much closer.
He's gonna kill the cue ball there.
Yeah.
Just like that. Wow, he caught it very thick.
Oh, and he's got it.
Wow.
I think it looked like he'd missed that where he went into the side rail.
So we just saw a generous 4-inch pocket, the left corner pocket.
It's because the cloths aren't long on. You come back in a week's time, that won't happen. The pockets will tighten up. Do you feel when you're on the table it doesn't matter who's in their chair, or do you play your opponent?
We should always play the table, not the opponent, but it's easier said than done. That's the best challenge in this game, the toughest challenge. It's the battle with ourselves, to be honest. And the secret is to bring the practice game in the big tournaments. It's the only secret.
So, first rack goes to Copenhagen.
Let's see if he can find a break. He was breaking very well.
Elsewhere, quarterfinals are going to be beginning. We've got Oscar Dominguez, Thorsten Hoffmann. Do you have a feeling about who might win that one?
Between Oscar and Thorsten, it's going to be very close there. Both are in the old school players, are in great shape here, and they played some great display. Thorsten went undefeated until the quarterfinals. I fancy Thorsten in that match.
You fancy Thorsten? I would agree with you, other than the fact that Oscar Dominguez has just beaten Josh Fedor, which you wouldn't have expected on paper. And then Albin Ocean versus Jason Shaw. Wow, what a match.
That's a match.
So, second rack. If he can replicate what he did in the first, I think he'll be happy.
Studied his break a lot, to be honest, to try and improve. Yeah, he found it. One ball in the side, perfect position. It's just that 5-8 cluster that he has to manage later in this rack.
As a man who studies the game, when you knock that one ball into the middle pocket as you're planning, you take the cue ball off the side rail and back towards the 9 ball, yeah? Are you hoping to make contact with the 9 ball to hold the white, or are you looking to go above or below it?
You look to go above it, ideally.
Take you back towards the middle of the table?
Yeah, it's that tough with the break, you know, and you must have the new balls, the new cloth to have that arc after the break, because you go with a lot of draw to generate that arc at the break. So you most likely don't use side spin.
It's the biggest shot, isn't it? You must get that break correct.
Yeah, again, Ko taking his time, not rushing. He's in an open layout here. Perfect shot.
As you say, this cluster with the 5 and the 8 is the only complication, but
let's see if the 5 passes in the side. I suspect yes.
I think so also. I thought he would have tried to disturb it before now. If it didn't, it looks like it goes.
He can draw for the 5 in the corner. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. Now he's in control.
Some people asking who the commentators are on the telly. It's not Pat Holtz. My name's Stephen Capaldi.
And I'm Christian Surda.
You need to have played for a long time in Scotland to know who I am.
One of the best Scottish players in this weekend here, I can guarantee you.
That's very generous of you.
Perfect start here for Copenhagen. Impressive players, the Ko brothers. They were the first in the practice session last night. Last night, after the losers' qualifications match is completed, it was about 10 p.m. They both, all three of them were waiting, also with Liu Tang and Fedor Gorst, were the only monster players that were practicing I stayed there to practice with my friend for the UK Open, and the only 4 players that practiced were Fedor, Gorst, Kopinyi, Koping Hang, Koping Chang, and Liu Tang. So these guys really practice absolutely non-stop. Fedor also spent some time on the table last evening.
Just shows the dedication some of these players have.
Yeah.
And I think that dedication will pay off. It does pay off. You're seeing these players more successful than many of the ones who don't give it as much time.
Yeah.
So 2-0 now on our main table.
Imagine that Fedor won the Whirlpool Masters, and Elliot made that group on Messenger with us, all the players in this weekend. Fedor was the first asking when can he book a table, because he wanted to practice.
Well, he's not had a shot in this match yet. 2-0 down. I wonder what the score will be when he does. Albin Ocean and Jason Shaw having their practice racks, as you can see at the moment.
Yeah. Not easy to get many racks in a row now with the break box. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's excellent that they continue to try and make it, you know, we were speaking earlier on about the 2007 World Championships, and the number of people that were able to soft break and deliver the wing ball and the one ball, leaving only 7 on the table and often a lot less. It made it possible for extended visits to the table. And it changed the complexion of the tournament a little bit. And it's great that the decisions now are being taken to try and, I guess, make the game more enjoyable for viewing, more challenging for the players. And I'm sure the players are going to get a real handle on this break over time, because, you know, they practice so hard. And once they've got a handle on this, there'll be another change made. Perhaps you have to break from the spot. Perhaps the diamond move. There's talk of the diamond moving up the table again, moving the 9 ball to the spot. So, yeah, I agree entirely with the changes I think they've got to adapt.
So with the current break rules, you have no guarantee. Of course, the top players have already started to master it.
Of course.
But it's nothing easy there.
So Fedor eventually gets to the table.
Yeah, first visit at the table for Fedor. Let's see if he's going to play or pass back this.
You know, the fact that he's been off the table for 2 racks, I think if he's a 50-50 about playing this, I think he'll play it just to get his hand on the table. Try and get some control back.
I remember Fedor since 2014, 2015, when he started competing in the international events. I saw him at the Euro Tour in Italy, I think 9 years ago. He was just, I think, 14 at that time, 14, 15. I think
I'd imagine he would be a force to be reckoned with then also.
Let's see what Ko has in mind. Can you call a shot here, Stephen?
Yeah, I've been looking. I would have passed it back as well. I don't see anything that's you know, worth chasing after. I think, for me, what I would possibly be trying to do is, I can't see the angle, but if I could slide off the right-hand side of the 3 and send the cue ball down towards the 9 and leave the 3 so that the 7 blocker to the pocket, so there wasn't an obvious pot.
Yeah, that shot was not on. He has to do what he tried. He got away with it.
So
he wanted to move the 3 here and block it with the 6-4 and hopefully turn the cue ball between the 6 and the right side rail. Now he's going to be in trouble. 1-1 between Oscar Dominguez and Thorsten Hoffmann. Moving quickly. What do you think about the shot clock in this?
I've never had to play with a stop clock, so I'm not in the best place to comment. I like it for the viewers, but I don't. I think the extension for me, somebody uses an extension to only be given 30 seconds. I find that a little strange because, you know, if you're asked, wow. So he's kicked that 3 ball and he's not got shape on the 4, but might be able to manufacture something.
Big roll for Koch here.
Yeah, so I think if you need to use an extension, I feel you should be given a little more time than 30 seconds on it. It's clearly a difficult shot. Would be my opinion. I also think they could apply some common sense to players who take more time than they need to. Where the referee has, you know, the authority to say, look, your average short time's 45 seconds, you need to get that down.
Yeah, on the 4-inch pockets, I agree. Maybe it should get somewhere around 40 seconds per shot. Otherwise, it can affect the quality of play because you're gonna face here and there some situations that require more attention, and you see also this world-class players that prepare the shot well in order to deliver. So I think 30 seconds would be rushing things too much.
It is all about the viewers though now, isn't it? I mean, there's where the money comes from. That's where the sponsorship's delivered. And you're looking at competitions now that are, you know, shootout, short races. You had one frame, one rack competitions just to try and draw in audiences. So, you know, it's difficult to find a balance. You want the best players. You want home, what would you call it? You want household names to be created in the sport. That's when all these Q Sports and 9-ball are at their best, when you have Errol Strickland in your game. You know, everybody knows who he is. Efren Reyes, everybody knows who he is. You want more of that. So, yeah, you need the top players coming to the top regularly, as well as having short, fast, exciting competitions.
Someone is saying in the commentaries that he had to witness 3 hours for an 8-ball match raised to 7.
No.
It happens also in these world events that some of the matches go somewhere in the 3 hours margin, which is a little, I think, too much. I mean, we have to see in snooker, Ronnie wins matches raised to 6 in 1 hour, 20 minutes, and in a 9-ball match, we get playing hill matches in 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's a little insane.
Yes, I agree. But you want the games to be fast flowing. And that's a good thing about 9-ball. You have the nature of the game is attacking. You've always got a shot there. You've always got the opportunity to play a bank shot, to play the kisses, the plants and the.
We had a match yesterday, and we're gonna pass over this shot clock debate. But we had a match yesterday between Niels Fine and Sullivan Clark. It was 2-1, or I think, yeah, it was 2-1 after 59 minutes. I mean,
not many people are going to enjoy watching that.
At the end of the day, someone has to watch the sport. Nothing Fedor could have done here. 2 breaks and runs from Ko. That push-out situation where he passed back well, he got in advantage. He played a perfect safety, but Ko had that roll and just ran out. So it's that type of situation where you do nothing wrong and face yourself with a 3-0 deficit.
And like we were saying earlier, you just got to deal with the table. He's at the table now. What's the best shot he can play? I mean, I think this 1-ball passes the 4. So I think he's going to take this shot on and then go up for the combo, 2-4 combo on the top cushion. And like you said, he's got to play the table, he's got to play the shots that are there and not worry about the fact that he's not had many opportunities yet and that he's 3-0 down. He's got to put that away. He's at the 4 ball. He made contact. It was difficult. There wasn't a lot of pocket to play with there.
Also not full pocket and very small distance between balls, which makes the aiming very difficult.
So I'm thinking he'll take the 1 ball to the corner pocket here, but he's going to have to find a bit of draw on the white, take it off 2 cushions and back round the table without making contact with the 3 or 6 ball. Won't be easy.
Many Vietnamese people in the commentaries. So the next match on table 21, right after Fedor Gorst, Copigny, is going to be the clash between Ekland Kachi and the superstar from Vietnam, Dong Koc Huang. What a match Dong Koc Huang played versus SVB in the World Masters. Have you seen that?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Just 8-4 up versus Shane, playing some amazing display and just unbelievable mistakes for Dong. And, didn't get to the quarterfinals. I expect him going deep very soon in some major. Great speed here from Ko.
Not sure if it was true, but you know your pool. Was there not a game that he was involved in recently where he ran every rack? He ran out the game.
Perfect speed here from Ko, and he judged the 1 ball and the cue ball absolutely perfect.
If he comes underneath the 1 ball here, he could maybe hook a snooker using the 3 and the 6, but the white goes off very close to the corner pocket. I tell you, that cue ball was perfect if the 3 ball hadn't moved. However,
yeah, very interesting. We're gonna have some exchange here as the 2 ball is also landed funny.
Can afford to take some risks here, can't you? Because as you say, the 2 ball isn't straightforward. There's not that many options here, though. Can he slide the 1 ball towards the 9 and take the white off the bottom cushion and back up the table?
Yeah, I think it's the only thing he can do. Won't see very often Copigny struggling in a tactical battle. Very interesting situation. (1-0) for Jason Shaw versus Albin Ocean on the side table, table 11. That match is live on Scottish Q Sports YouTube channel.
Do you think, because basically working out the percentages of the shots that he's got in his head, or do you think he's trying to find the shot?
He's trying to find a shot, I think.
Going to use a 6 ball?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought
That's
that
perfect.
5 was going to go, but he's got the snooker.
I was predicting this in my head, but it was obvious that he was going to catch the 6 full. That's why he spent that time to adjust the amount of top on the cue ball in order to not leave the 1 ball, but excellently judged the 1 ball because he played it with some speed.
He would have been nervous as well about the 6 possibly going into that corner pocket, or as it did, almost putting the 5 ball in.
Obviously, this is a type of situation where the time was well spent for judging it. Let's see this kick from Fedor. Great shot.
That looks very good. So he has got the option to play the 1 ball into the 5 or the 8, but risky shots at this stage in the match. Think he'll play safe here, or do you think he'll take on one of these combination shots?
Don't really think a combination with the 5 is absolutely nonsense. With the 8 will be easier as it's hanging there more central, let's say.
But then the difficulty is getting shape on the 1 ball.
As JJ mentioned in some commentary, 9 ball is a game of percentages, and you won't see many players judging the percentages better than this guy, than Copigny. He actually went safe there. He had a nice room there with the 2 and the 6, and also the 1 was getting good here.
It's going to take a lot of accuracy to get this right, because I would imagine he's got to hit the very edge of the right-hand side of the 1, send it towards the 4 ball, but avoid the in-off. Take the white back up the table. I don't think he can see the left-hand side of the 1 ball. Oh, he can. He can see the left
Wow,
side.
he judged the cue ball. Watch out.
Don't know how safe that is.
Very brave shot from Fedor, because he wanted to secure the cue ball, which he did perfect. Will not be a very easy kick, as the 3 is on almost on the natural line. Seems of a 1 rail kick. He'll have to adjust with a little bit of power, I think. Is he jumping this?
I always think it's amazing how quickly they can get that cue ball up into the air.
David Alcaide on the side rail, taking an eye on this match. Wow.
So,
very surprised. I saw Ko with several misses in the jump shots this week.
this week, have you?
Yeah, with Filler, he touched the obstacle ball, I think once or twice.
Okay.
Yesterday. Here also. I wouldn't have mind the kick. I'm surprised he didn't kick at this ball, because the 1 ball was a big ball to hit here.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Fedor with the first chance to score here.
Not sure that 2 ball passes along the rail past the 8 ball, so this is an important rack, I think, for Fedor. He's got to win this one. So can he draw that white through the gap between the 2 and the 6? Is that the shot here?
Yeah, he can go both ways. Just pure preference here.
He's going to take it off the cushion first, possibly. Oh,
wow, unbelievable.
He gets the 6 first, it's not a problem, but that slight nudge in the 2 ball.
But I think the 2 was going in the right pocket where the 8 is landing.
It can't have. Surely we'd have played it that way if it did.
Really surprised. He got caught by the extra slide here. Very surprised. No. It was very close. That was the shot what he played, but he got it a little too thick.
I've seen the slide take. You mentioned the slide there. The slide's caught a lot of people off guard this week.
Hello to Star Billiard people back in Romania, our academy in Moldova. Let's see here. It's going to be safety from Fedor. Probably he's going to draw the cue ball a little bit. Or no? Yeah, he just...
It's a
put the
containing
two ball.
safety, isn't it?
It's not going to be a tough kick for Ko. So it's going to be some patience required for Fedor. Forget this one. Stay composed. Wait for the next chance.
Just got to be careful, doesn't he, that he doesn't slide the 2 ball down towards the corner pocket.
Jason is flying on the other table. Albin missed some shot in the second rack. He was about to tie things up. But Jason is 3-0 in front. So 13 racks of 9-ball in a row for the Eagle Eye.
You know, I was speaking to him yesterday and he said he was finding it difficult to get that level of motivation he knows he needs to win. But he's obviously found it overnight.
He's just cruising into this field. But I'm really impressed by his tempo. I mean, some shot, he's really taking care of them. He's just very well balanced. Not the best safety effort here from Fedor. A little overhit. 2-ball. Ko with the chance again to extend his lead. Do we have some Chinese players in the UK Open? We were talking about Chinese player earlier. Remember Dang Jinhu won the Spanish Open last year?
I've not looked through the field to see all the players. I looked for my own name,
Okay.
and just to see who I had. But I'll take some time to look through and see just who we're matching up with.
It's too much quality here at the Scottish Open for the rest of the day to waste time on watching draws.
Absolutely.
We have everything in front here.
You know, it's for those who are elsewhere, Glasgow's not a huge city. It's less than 1 million, and it's the biggest in the country of Scotland. That is, not the UK. And everything we kind of do, there's always bigger countries and more people elsewhere doing it better. So we're proud of ourselves when we can achieve something. And I tell you what, we've achieved something in putting this tournament on. It's phenomenal to have such good players visit our small town, our small club, and play. And these conditions are fantastic. The owner, Paul Corrigan, Natasha, that's Eagle Eye's sister. It's phenomenal. They really put so much time and effort into making the conditions as good as they possibly can for everybody. And this club is busy all day, every day of the week. It is excellent.
I'm sure. But as Elliot said, when we arrived here, all the players, I mean, his vibe also is very welcoming. He had a big smile on his face, and he was unbelievable how he was ready to adjust the tables, to fix them. He just jumped under the tables to fix everything. He came the table fitters, the mechanics, because we noticed some bounces at some of the tables. And he said, we bring quality and we have all the best players.
Absolutely.
Everyone wants to play?
Absolutely. We have the guys that do the table. We have these tables recovered 2-3 times a year for the public. I don't think there are many places that will cover their tables that often for the public, which I think is fantastic. It just shows the respect. And then on top of that, we've got a resident mechanic and pool player, Chick McCaig, who comes in all hours of the day and night, and will make any adjustments, changes, fixes that are necessary at the drop of a hat. He's been here all weekend, just standing in the background, watching the pool, But he's also been here at 3 and 4 in the morning, twists and turns, just making sure the tables are all as good as they can be. So we see Jason at the table again. He's 4-0 up now. He's not an easy shot in the one ball there.
The side pocket is on.
It is. The top pocket is on to the left as well, but I think you're losing the cue ball a little bit, so he's rightfully chosen a safety shot there. And that worked out for those of you who are watching, because we cut back to main table.
Perfect
there.
shot.
But he's got the snooker there. He's in command in that game. So 4-0 to go. As you say, one of the strengths of this man's game is his break, and he's done it again, hasn't he?
I feel lucky. I had 7-8 chances to come at the table with Ko. He broke not that good 2 days ago. But it's the quality of these players as the tournament advances. They
learn, don't they?
raise the level.
Because possibly people at home don't realise the temperature of the room and the temperature of the set of balls, and there's a lot of factors that can change throughout a day, even that can change what you need to do when you go down to that break.
Another thing that was impressive here, there were balls for practice.
Yeah.
There were so we were practicing 1 hour before the matches were starting in the morning, and when the first matches were starting every single day, Elliot was packing the practice balls, and he was bringing
Match balls out. Yep.
new balls cleaned. That's a standard. Wow. Used all pocket there.
And he's got very close to the middle pocket there. And he's had a quick look to see that the knuckle of the top rail hasn't interfered with the line of shot. I don't think it does.
Yeah, we had a little bit of movement as seeing the replay of this shot. 2 ball. Just found gravity. No need to force this.
So some of the chat here. Jason's plays his pool in the US. He's also got a pool hall in Dubai. And I would assume he calls this home at times as well. He's got his own pool hall in Connecticut. But I think he played a lot of his pool with Errol Strickland, we were saying earlier. Is that hall? Is it the Steinway? Is that what it's called? Can't remember.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products, showcase them dynamically, and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments, and design your storefront down to the very last detail. Get all the tools you need. Drive more sales with customizable gift cards and flexible product subscriptions. Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program, email automations, and reach millions with sales channel integrations. Complete your setup with a personalized analytics dashboard. Make smart business decisions and shape the next phase of your business. Build, manage, and grow from one place. Go to Wix and launch your online.
Sure, he's gonna come soon. Because he's gonna find the chance and he's gonna use it.
He'll be sitting in his chair just now saying, give me the chance, because he doesn't have it at the moment.
Yeah.
Questions on the side, yes. Oscar Dominguez, he's at 3-all. There's Thorsten Hoffman just now.
As we were predicting.
We did say it would be close. And somehow after that, I didn't see what happened, but Albin Ocean's back at the table after Jason had put him in that snooker. left himself a little straight on this, so he's going to have to manufacture an angle to go into the 9 ball or take it into the further away pocket. He's forced the angle.
A shot that would have been very tough in the club conditions without new cloth. You would have to dig totally different into that cue ball. People saying here that questioning yourself will never get you nowhere, and you have to start this sport as a child, and you have to have a special talent for the game. What do you think? Is that a mandatory, or you can start later around 20s and just get better if you do the work and also do mental preparation and like that?
I don't think it's mandatory. I think there'll be a few examples come forward from the listeners about people who have taken to the game a little later than most would have expected. So I don't think it's mandatory, and certainly if you've got some sort of cue sport experience, you can come into it a little later. Certainly we've got some Scottish players who have come from other disciplines and are now playing 9 ball and have the potential to go on and be very good. I mean, if you're talking about world class, if you're talking about the level at which we're watching just now, I would imagine most of these guys did pick up the cue when they were knee high to a grasshopper, but I don't think it's mandatory.
What do you think about Carl Boyce and his performance this week?
Do you know, he said himself, he got fortunate at times. He wasn't playing what he felt was his best pool, yet he was winning games. It's nice to see him back in the table. He's been playing for quite some time, but he's also not been playing very often recently. So both him and Jeremy on the table was good to watch.
Yeah.
We're usually listening to them.
I took a short conversation with Carl, and he was just kidding and asking, should I really consider to come back into this game? Because I have the desire to beat these guys. I told him, of course you can. When I started playing back in 2009, you were #1. You were in the Mosconi, you were winning Euro Tours. What a great kick here from Cole.
It's a great show, wasn't it?
Super smart push out. I was really thinking he's going to jump over the 3 ball, play the push out. Wow.
No, he could come back. Carol Boyce could have another go at it. I mean, it depends what his aspirations are. If it's to get back to world #1, it might be a stretch, but there's no reason why he can't experience plenty of success and go deep in tournaments.
Do we have some snooker players at the UK Open beside Gary Wilson?
I noticed Stuart Bingham's name was there.
Wow. Stuart Bingham?
His name's in the draw.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the same one, but his name's there.
I'm a little surprised that he just lost last night in the semi-final.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of... Well, I'm saying everybody's surprised Jack Jones has gone as far as he has, but let's get back to this.
Yeah. Needs a roll here. Let's see if he gets it.
I think it's not so bad.
He has it. He needs a rope in this match, Fedor. He needs to catch a rope and start scoring. Thorsten Hohmann, 4-3 up against Oscar. 7 racks completed in that match. 5-1 for Jason versus Albin Shaw. For Jason Shaw versus Albin Ocean.
It's taking quite a while over this one. I expected them to push the 2 ball back to where it was before and leave the white where it was before. You know, running the 2 ball straight down the table and taking the white into top right corner.
First call here would be...
Cushion first.
No, 2 ball. It seems like your shot. Wow, nice call. I was thinking he was gonna hit direct the 2 ball, move it here on middle diamond, and he had the 4-9 as blockers, a standard safety.
That's what I thought he would have gone, and that's why I wondered what was taking so long to think about.
Yeah.
That would have been the shot I would have taken myself. I am learning.
Great effort from Fedor.
He's just hoping that he gets back on this table. Just needs his hand on the table.
Yeah,
We
he
know how
doesn't
good he
like
is.
that. He doesn't like that the 2 ball got very close to the side pocket. He wanted to secure the 2 ball a little more and just lock his opponent behind the 5 ball. There is some kick available for Ko. We have some crowd watching here in McGoldrick's.
Some crowd watching on YouTube as well. There's only over 4,000 people on at the moment. That was close there. That's something I've noticed the top players, if they're playing a one rail kick shot, you know, I still aim to hit the ball, they're aiming to pot the ball. It's very different.
The difference between good and great.
There you go. Yeah, good crowd in McGoldrick's. A lot of very passionate pool players and avid fans. And not a penny charged as well. Everybody in the area welcome to come and watch for free. I don't know if you were aware, but yesterday the place was so busy, you actually couldn't see some of the pool because of the numbers of people standing watching.
I lost my match versus Souto in losers round 5, and I came here in the commentary box for 1 hour, and then I stayed for the rest of the day to watch every single match, because it's an absolute treat here, and the very knowledgeable crowd. Everyone is really feeling the game, is knowing the game, and it's making more enjoyable. Perfect one rail kick from Jason Shaw on the other table to get away from trouble versus Albin.
There's a couple of...
Let's see what Fedor does here. Yeah, decided to bang the ball.
He's played it in such a way that he's got a bit of cover though.
Good initiative here from Fedor, because he needs to make something happen.
This should be a fairly straightforward jump shot, and you would expect Ko to make this shot more often than not. But you said there was a couple of jump shots he's played over the weekend that haven't worked out so well. Let's see if he can make this one.
Yeah, he's got a very good chance at this one. Very makeable by the Ko standards. Very close.
Oh, watch
the
that
9 ball.
Watch that 9. Ho, ho, ho. That would have hurt Gorst if that had gone in. That would have been difficult to recover from. Do you plan to head down to the UK this evening, or are you going to play here for a wee bit and go down tomorrow?
This evening, in a few hours, we are flying to Birmingham.
Very good.
Tomorrow is going to be a day of rest with practice session in the afternoon, 3 hours in the UK Open venue. And then things start on Tuesday or Wednesday. Have to check the draw. Smooth event, the matchrooms, the majors, because you just have to play 2 sets per day, no matter how you perform in the tournament.
Yeah.
If it's about to win the event, so let's say in a top 16 player perspective, it's not a very physical tournament. You just have 2 sets per day, so it's manageable.
Sure. that wasn't a good shot. I think. Oh, and he's got so fortunate there as well.
Yeah.
That's a bit frustrating, isn't it, for Gorst? You're looking for a mistake like that to open up an opportunity.
Yeah, this game can be very cruel at times. Even to the best in the game.
I'm pleased you're getting to fly down to Birmingham. A lot of the Scottish contingent started walking yesterday.
I think he's gonna elevate here a bit. Hopefully he's gonna get the cue ball somewhere near the 385.
Obviously, he's not got.
He left the two ball.
He's left the 2 ball, but
At least he blocked something there.
Yeah, there's safety. There's safety on the 3. He's going to have to produce something quite special to get the 3 ball out and into a potable position.
Here people are talking about learning the game by themselves, by pure talent or coaching. Fedor was one of the most hard workers on tour. He was also a very good coach last years. In the pandemic, he was offering some lessons and stuff. So I think it's a good way for young people to also teach others in the beginning. Wow, great shot by Ko.
That is excellent.
Wow. But a big improvement for our Fedor was since the Dutch coach, Johan Ruisching, the former Mosconi Cup coach for several times for Europe, has moved to Russia and has raised the level there. Fantastic. Because Russia has also some other world-class players. I remember Maxim Dudanets, Sergei Lutsker, and many others. Ruslan Chinakov, Stepanov. Great generation for Russia. Ko again in control here.
He's played that shot very well.
I expect a timeout for Fedor very soon. A little bit of a comeback for Albin on table 11. He's just 5-2 up, 5-2 down against Jason, so he put 2 racks together. Dangerous line from Ko.
Very dangerous, and he almost didn't give that enough. I think he's just about got out there. Obviously wanted to go out to create the angle. He didn't want to be too straight in the 5 ball, but wow, that was risky.
Yeah. Not easy to punch this ball. He has some of an angle. He's going to go soft on this one because the 9 ball also is in his visual area. Played it well. Didn't force it that much. He aimed into the side rail with pocket speed.
The 8 ball doesn't look like it passes the 9, so he's going to have to go across the table, think, to get the 8 ball. And that's why he's created that angle there, I think. He's just going to draw it back across towards the...
Will he play this left-handed? I'm really curious. No way.
It's gone for his extension.
The other Taiwanese was absolutely impressive. Liu Ritang played some left-handed shot as he's a short guy. Oh, very long bridge here from Ko.
It is. The referee having a good look. Make sure he doesn't touch that 9 ball.
Excellent judged. A little dangerous to use these long bridges. He was about to hook himself earlier from the 4 to the 5.
Yeah. 6-0. But you don't feel Fedor Gorst is out of it entirely. You know that he can run a number of racks and put the pressure back on. It really only takes one or two chances to turn around that 6-rack lead.
Absolutely.
So as we look back down the table, as you can see, they've turned off all the surrounding tables so that the quarter-finalists have space and no interruptions. You can see in the bleachers at the back the fans who are watching.
Yeah, I think from the semi-finals, it's going to be some practice session available for us, for the player that head to the UK Open, as Elliot mentioned. I think semi-finals will going to be played on table 11 and 21, and on the other tables, it's going to be some practice available. Great shot here.
Does that mean that I might have some opportunity to seek revenge between us?
I was not even thinking to hit the ball, but it's impressive by... it's going to be again the Asian people here playing.
Escape worked out well there for Jason, and Album's going to have to find another good shot. So we're into rack 7. He's not made the one ball this time, but he has made a ball, and he's
He's made the wing ball.
He's in good shape. Just take this across the side rail, back into the middle of the table. I think he was looking for a little bit of English in that to take it back up the table. He can still cut this in, but more difficult to control the cue ball.
This is a Shane Van Beuning cut shot.
Not sure he is. Is he going to take this on?
Yeah, his favorite to make this one.
Twice across the table.
Yeah. Landed funny on the tree.
It's not perfect, is it?
It's going to have another tester here. But it's kind of natural with the cue ball on this Russian table. We have a little extra bounce. Just a natural line to get to the 4 ball. Maybe a little amount of left side spin. 4-4 between Oscar Dominguez and Thorsten Hoffmann.
Centre of the bag in perfect position. Now good favourite to go on and make this 7 in a row. And really, Fedor's not had much in the way of opportunity in this match yet.
Yeah, it's 4 racks. He hasn't been involved at all. Another one has been a roll. He's been involved for real in 2 or 3 racks. And, you know, it's always going to be 9 ball. It's going to be in these rotation games, also in 10 ball. It's going to be that 10-15%. Some rolls, and it can happen to go one way. And here you have to find some sort of recovery.
What's Gorst saying to himself as he sits in his chair right now? What's going through his head?
the belief is always there at these players. I can tell you this for sure. Once you win a major event like Gorst did, winning the Whirlpool Masters, winning the Whirlpool Championship, winning Derby City Classic all around. I mean, this type of players will never quit in their mind. I mean, it's 7-0, but in a race to 10, he will always know the opponent. It's not a gimme to take 3 racks to him, as in a winner break format. Gorst for sure can put a few together. Albin with the chance to give Jason a close battle.
Do you prefer the winner breaks format, or would you prefer alternate?
I think it's fine what the organizer decide. Didn't really think much about that. What's good that the game is dynamic. I mean, the type of break made by Matchroom with the break box, it's like it's like in tennis. So the serve just became more difficult to hold. So if you learn to serve well, to break well, you deserve to have a few in a row.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here comes the Zayth.
And it's comfortable as a rookie against these world-class players, to be honest, when we face them. If we have a winner break, we get something going. It's okay to have the serve in the next.
Now Gorst has his chance.
Let's see.
Everything's there for him. Let's just hope he's warm enough. That arm hasn't got cold. He slide all these balls in. They're all available for him. There aren't anything.
Don't worry.
He should get this.
He's the Whirlpool master.
He should get this.
Yeah, just having a debate with other guys here about the quality of the players and like that, we were analyzing that the style of Fedor Gorst is absolutely suitable to face any other style on the planet, because the quality and the amount of talent is amazing in Philippines, in Taiwan, in China, and you see players also like Filler, like Shaw, like whatever. But it seems like this style of Gorst has the percentage on his side. You know what? Let's say when a player like Gorst faces a player like, I don't know, Aranas or Raga, those are fabulous talents. But it seems like the temperament, the shot selection, and the absolutely military work done by Fedor in these past years, he just has the tools there.
I agree.
And working on the technique that much since his young age, you see it's absolutely great. And that's why he is winning so many big titles. Future Hall of Famer for sure.
So position on the 5 ball there off the 4 was perfect. I think he wanted another inch off the cushion here, but it shouldn't cause any trouble, and it doesn't.
Just fine. He's a tall guy. He's going to reach this 8 ball. Perfect control. So everything compact.
And he's off and running. Raises a little look to the camera there, lifted his eyebrows. But you know what, that's it. He's on the table now. He's got control. Just needs to put that break into play. Hopefully run 1 or 2 and get back into this match. The way that Albin Ocean has, it's 5-3. He was 5-0 down. He's got 3 in a trot. He's knocked in the 1 ball comfortably there. He's got a shot at the 2 ball, Albin. So, trying to make a match of this against Jason. Further down the hall, we've got Oscar Dominguez at the table. He's in a 4-4 scoreline with Thorsten Hoffman at the moment.
Really happy to see Oscar doing well here.
Some of your comments on the chat are very good. An insightful audience, you might say. Knowledgeable. Fedor desperately looking for a good break here. Try and put some momentum behind him. He's got the one ball in the 9's and he's got a golden break. He wanted a good break and my goodness, he's got it.
People are clapping for the golden break. Let's see if he can go for 2 in a row and break the record of Carl Boyce. Have you seen that? 3 golden breaks in a row by Max Lechner last year.
I did hear about it. I've not watched it.
He broke my record. I had it. I did 2 in a row in the European Open.
Did you?
I'm joking.
We were talking about it here in the commentary booth with one of my friends, Dave Black. We were talking about it. And many years ago, conditions weren't quite the same, but I played against a Scottish player and club owner called Mike Keddy in the Scottish Open up in Kirkcaldy. And he had 6 golden breaks in a race to 9. 6.
Wow.
And I got him as well. I got him 9-8.
He could easily play in the lottery.
Unbelievable. That was before we had these, the plastic diamonds that help rack the ball. This was when you were freehand racking. So, can he make 2 in a row? He's gone into that 9 hard. He's moved the 9.
9 is moving.
2 balls down, you get a kick into the top corner, you get the 1 ball to the centre. Don't know if he can take that 2 ball on, can he?
Yeah, it's very tough.
A big ask. If it was on the cushion, maybe, because he could play cushion first, couldn't he?
No, he can
some
play.
English.
He can go for it. It's a very thin line. I saw Dong Kok Hwang playing in the practice in the morning. This is an extreme cut shot, but he was playing different type of cut shots, easier than this, and just aiming thick at them to see how generous the pocket plays. A little below center. I really like this type of shots. He has to go offense here. I would be really surprised. Wow, he changed his mind.
I can understand that because he really doesn't want to let Cohen with a chance. He doesn't want to let him back to the table. But the jump shot here, he might have the angle to pot the 2 ball. Unfortunately, the 1 ball's running up the table towards the 4. So
yeah, I think he went this way because the 2 ball was about to cross the center table, and the right corner pocket is blocked by the 4-8 there. Yeah. So even if he would have not got a full snooker, he was still okay.
The cover, yeah.
Risky to try and cut this too, I think.
It is. The cue ball's going. You don't know what the cue ball's going to do. When
what else you could do? I think he's gonna have a shot at it. It's Taiwan people. He has to try it.
I mean, he could come off the side cushion below the middle bag, couldn't he? And kick up into the 2.
No way.
He's going for it, isn't he? Oh, what's he got it? He's got it. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, you do get those rubs when you're 7-2 up.
So many tough pills to swallow in a single set. Wow, that is some fluke. That is some fluke.
So a cut back now to the corner pocket. One he would expect to make. Does he run the cue ball into the 8 ball here to hold position for the 4? Or does he can he hold the cue ball?
This is a tougher one. Still, I fancy him to do this shot. Very loose grip here. Look at his wrist. No movement on the shot, just like that. Perfect speed, not force it.
That's lovely. What a beautiful shot that is.
That is a perfect shot for those out there studying the game. That's the way to hit it, right from the best in the business. (5-4). Albin is back into this open layout for 5-5.
Just take the cue ball round the back of the 7 here. No more complications. You were commented on the audience clapping there for the 9 ball that Fedor got off the break. Remember a match where El Strickland was involved in a match, and his opponent played a beautiful shot, full length of the table, deep screw, and it had to be positioned perfectly. And the lad that he was playing against played it beautifully. But the audience didn't give him a clap because there was nothing obviously complicated other than the perfection and the cueing that made the shot possible. And a couple of shots later, Earl Strickland made a shot, and it was a shot that he missed, and he got lucky, and he made a combination of it in, and the crowd clapped, and he went crazy at them for not having the knowledge to clap the good shot and for then clapping his poor shot. He was not happy. That was my first experience in the flesh of Errol Strickland.
Yeah, I'm very curious if he's going to play this year in the US Open.
He really... He's just one of the characters of the game. You want him there, do you not?
Yeah, but he was right 20 years ago when he said that the rack has to be moved up a little bit. Otherwise, he was feeling he can lose to the spectators from the World Championship with one on the spot. He was very right.
That was an incredible miss there from Albin Ocean.
Now he lost position from the 7 to the 8. He cannoned both the 8 and 9 ball and had to face the tester.
I didn't think the shot was a complicated one, even to play a stop shot on the white and leave himself a cut in the 9 ball.
Yeah, but he chose to dig under the cue ball.
Yeah.
I think it's caused by the previous shot. We know it.
It's very difficult to put it out your mind that you've not quite got the shape that you've asked for. And that changes the complexion of that game a little, because that was to take the game to 5-all. It's now 6-4 Jason Shaw. And
Break here for Ko, rack 11.
One ball goes again.
Side.
And he's got a look at the 2 ball. There's no complications in the table. And that came from his jump shot, which hit both knuckles. And then
I think if you break like this in the UK Open, Stephen, I fancy you versus Carlo Biado.
Oh, thank you.
You hit them really well in open layouts. So I think if you get this break, Biado is going to be in danger.
Curious to see if he takes the cue ball back up the table here above the 4 ball, or no, just underneath it. That's a good line to get onto the 4.
Everything natural here. Just about pace.
So fairly straightforward. Run out here to get onto the hill. These are races to 10.
I think we just witnessed last night the world record at this level. Jonas Souto beat Viktor Zielinski, I think, in 42 minutes with 10-2.
Wow.
I think it was one of the most impressive sets of pool I ever witnessed in my life. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable, this play there. Imagine that that set was over and that Niels Fine, Sullivan Clark, it was 1-1.
Just shows you, doesn't it?
But I really think that's a world record. It was some short match yesterday between SVB and Kachi. It was 10-2 or something, but I can bet it was longer because they have some exchange there. I'm sure it was not packs like that. Because
fairly straightforward. And
so it's the fourth break and run for Ko. (9-2).
one more required, but it's always the hardest, isn't it? When you get onto that hill, winning that final frame can be tough. Rack, sorry. Final rack. Jason Broken ran that last rack, so he's 7-4 up. But he's not managed to get a ball off the break in this one, so he hands the table back over to Alwyn Oshid. 7-4 down.
Also 7-4 at table 13. Oscar just moved in front, extending his lead by 3 racks.
He's had a couple of break and runs up there, I've noticed.
You see some other players coming into the arena for the practice session. I mentioned is going to be later. I think we can hit some balls, Steven.
Don't want you missing your flight. So he's looking for a big break here. Take him over the finish line. Yeah, 1 ball goes. 9 ball was close to going there. It took a kick in towards the middle bag. I think he can cut this 2 ball back in, no problem. Holding for the 3 ball might be difficult. He's travelling into a bit of traffic.
It's a very extreme cut. I'm really curious if he's going to go offense here. I think he will.
There's quite a lot of cover up in that top corner. He could find a good safety, but these players don't like handing the table back if they don't need to. Where's he looking to go with the white here? Do you go up between the 3 and the 9 ball round the back of the 6 into the side cushion and back into the middle of the table? You go round 3 cushions? No, he's played it. Oh.
Wow, he killed it without side. Fabulous shot.
Wow.
Wow. That's a hell of a shot.
You really need your cueing in shape to be able to do that, don't you?
Yeah. That was a special delivery from Ko. Very nice execution.
Oh,
wow.
And a miscue.
Didn't expect that one coming.
After that last shot, he must have used all his chalk up in that last shot, I tell you. And that might have been what caused the problem.
Yeah, you're very right. Because the tip is very... The tip is used at its maximum at that shot of the 2 ball.
I'm just watching back the replay here that we can see.
Yeah.
He didn't re-chalk his cue.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
He's gone straight into the next shot. I think that's what's caused the problem.
Never take a shot for granted. Because this game will punish you.
Now let's see what Fedor Gorst's got in him. He can hit really quite freely now anyway, can't he? He knows he's got to take away the finishes. And look what happened the last time he played the snooker, the safety shot, and it backfired. You know, the luck went against him. He's got to stay at the table as much as he possibly can now. Maybe we'll see some magic. So, keeping this game alive, 9-3. See down the room, Albin Ocean taking away this rack, it would look like.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be 7-5 in a few seconds. A little funny angle here, the 8.
Oh, he's played that well. With authority, as you say.
Yeah. He had to.
And he takes the game to 7-5 with a break.
Someone says we need a couple of more golden breaks from Fedor for him to build some hope.
In conditions like this, what can the top players expect to be, you know, the largest number of breaking wins consecutively? What do you think we'll get in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals? Do you think we'll get 3 in a row? Do you think we'll get 4?
We saw 3 in a row, I think. It's the record this week. I heard from home that, or from someone, yeah, someone told me Sanjin had 8 break-ins runs in round 1 versus someone from here.
My goodness.
Liu Ritang had 6 break-ins runs versus my friend Flavian Glont in round 1. But I think, look, Ko just missed that easy ball. Would have been over with 5 breaks and runs versus Fedor Gorst. I mean,
yeah.
Versus myself in round 3, Ko hit just 2 breaks and runs. I mean, 1 golden break and 1 break and run. I got really lucky. Because the way he's breaking, I mean, I think around 4-5.
Yeah.
We can expect from players like SVB, Shaw, and like that. They have a very high percentage of the 1 ball in the side pocket.
Yes, they have mastered that.
So they already have another good percentage of getting shape, and that's it.
Dominguez has taken a 4-rack lead, and he's at the table.
That says a lot about Oscar's mental game. I mean, he just crossed the finish line against Joshua Filler in a 10-9 thriller, while Thorsten Hochmann had more time to recover after a short win against Jonas Souto. Thorsten won 10-4. And Oscar had almost to jump right into this set. So he recovered very well. It's quality of the world-class players. It's some players that win a heel match and then they cannot duplicate their game in the set right after.
You know, your adrenaline gets up, you put a lot of thought and time into each shot. Yeah, I can see why players would need a break.
Great shot here by Fedor. Great shot on 2-ball, which opened things up.
All he can really do is make sure he stays at the table as long as he can.
Yeah, he's finally getting some rhythm.
Everyone said I wouldn't find a quality teaching degree online. Everyone except WGU. Their School of Education offers over 30 respected education degrees and has the same accreditations as schools charging much more. Learn more and apply today.
By Ko and a little drained him of effort, drained his energy.
Yeah.
He'll enjoy 1-2 racks and time at the table. And who knows? 9-5, 9-6. He can move the pressure to the side of his opponent.
Do you feel the pressure really sits on Ko at any point before it maybe gets to 9-7? I can't imagine he feels any pressure before that because it's a distant. Oh dear, he's not. Has he got? Oof.
Yeah, he wanted to land there. Don't worry.
I thought he was going to come back out into the middle of the table. I thought he would have. But there you go. He's maybe just been a bit straighter than I thought.
With the slide, you cannot afford to play that shot. Imagine how hard he would have had to punch it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the angle in the replay. Maybe didn't have the angle I thought he had.
Yeah, Ko seems pretty comfortable in his chair. But we want to see a close match.
It would be good to see him win 3 or 4 in a row, just to see how corresponds. And we're at 9-4, so we're still here. We're still watching.
Wow, Jason ended.
That worked out well for him, didn't it?
Landed exactly on the airport for the 9-ball. It was a lot of danger zone there.
The 8-ball was so deep in the pocket, it was difficult for him to kind of judge it.
A little smile from Alvin, but it's not his smile.
8-5 in that match now to Jason. With the break, 2 more he needs.
Brings so much energy, Jason. Thorsten at the table. 4 balls away to get his 5th rack and reduce the handicap against Oscar. The former 2 times world champion from Germany in 2003. Champion in Cardiff at the Whirlpool Championships, and 10 years after winning his 2nd title in Doha.
Spot looking to be the most difficult one he'll face in this rack.
Told you he played snooker the time between matches.
Yeah.
I think.
I noticed there was a lot of the pool players on the snooker tables this week.
Yeah, I was really debating. At
Oh, the
home.
9-9, he's
Wow,
got again.
here we
Golden
go.
break, boom, boom. Number
felt
2. Now maybe we're about to see a resurgence. It's 9-5.
Stephen, we have a very knowledgeable crowd also in the commentaries on YouTube. People felt it. People know it. The golden break, the dream of every 9-ball player. The short way.
What's the chances?
Score.
What's the chances of this going hill?
Yeah, when you catch the cue ball like that, it's also the danger of the scratch. Yeah, I was having a debate at home. Just a short word about this. If it's good to switch between snooker and pool, if it helps, I think for us as pool players, it's just training our mind to be a little patient and just sharps our aiming, our potting. What do you think?
I think it's different for different people. So some people find it very difficult to transfer because, there are some differences in the way that you play and the techniques and such. For me personally, yeah, it straightens up my cue action. It stops me waving my hand like a wand, which I sometimes do. So for me, yeah, it helps. It straightens me up. Jason taking out that rack now to go to the hill. It's 9-5 in both games.
For example, a player like Shane would never be on playing snooker before a pool match.
Yeah. He was on the snooker table this week as well.
Is there a timeout from Ko?
He's not in his chair.
Yeah, he's in a timeout.
He's just returning to the table now.
Smart guy.
So 9-5, coping you over Fedor Gorst. 9-5, Jason Shaw over Albin Ocean. And Dominguez is at the table. If he takes this out, it'll be 9-5 there also. And against Thorsten Hoffman.
Have you noticed that the Taiwanese players play without the glove? They are the only one left of tour that play without a glove.
Is that right?
They just use a wet towel. They play without a glove.
I can't use a glove.
Here we go, Fedor. 8-ball needs to stop. So here we go. Fedor has an open chance here. Some precision required in the position from the 2 to the 3. The rest of the rack is going to be open.
Do you sacrifice a little position here just to make sure of the 2 and then work the 3 down to 2 cushions for the 4? Might be the way to go.
Taking his time on this. He cannot afford any mistakes from here. Very difficult to play with side these shots, especially when the angle is so big. I think he may be considering stopping the cue ball into the 8 if he wants to play with low ball. Very risky to go around the world with top, but it's the more okay option to avoid the traffic. Yeah, he has the enough room for queuing. So let's see. He's going for that. Great shot by Fedor. Needs to bounce off the rail.
That's a good shot, isn't it?
Yeah, the crowd is there with him.
He's cued that well.
He wanted a little more. He needs to come up with another shot now from the 3 to the 4 to be in total control. Tricky rack here. It's going to be work also from the 5 to the 6. So the pool master has to do some clinic here. You cannot afford to add more power into that type of shot at the 2 ball.
Yeah.
You want just enough.
2 cushions here.
Yeah, 2 cushions. Back for the 4 in the same pocket. Just like that. Awesome.
Doesn't want to be straight though. He's come a little straight. Does he force this one or does he go underneath the 5 ball?
Yeah, he's going to strike with authority to bring the cue ball right there. Thinking 2 shots ahead now.
Just working out where he needs this cue ball so that he can get round for the 6, as you said.
Perfect.
5 for 6.
This is the type of shot where his technique, his fundamentals are so strong. And absolute perfect cueing here and delivery. Jason Shaw on the hill, on table 11, 9-5.
Where do you want your cue ball here now? Because you're going to have to get, as you say, from the 6 to 7. You want it almost straight. Maybe where the cue ball is just now.
Oh, he's going to draw like this and bounce off the side rail.
That looks good.
Yeah. He
So
now
just-
has options.
You should just take the cue ball onto the side rail here and then use a little bit of right English to pull it down the table? Or does he go up off 2 cushions?
I expect to go off the side rail with authority. Because on these 4-inch pockets, it's risky to go the other way, but less likely to scratch with the authority option. Let's see.
I think he's... I'm not sure
It's
now.
close.
Yeah.
It's less likely to scratch like this, you know. Doesn't want to be exactly on the rail.
It's natural angle. He doesn't have to do much with the cue ball, so he just needs to strike this.
Yeah.
Make sure of the pot. So we're 9-5 in all 3 games here. Yeah, good shot. So we're going 9-6 in this match.
We got what we wanted.
I did say we won't know until it gets to around
Yeah.
9-6.
If Fedor gets the serve, we can go very close to a hill here. 9-6. The Russian Whirlpool Master is coming back into this. He wouldn't mind. He wouldn't mind adding to his collection the Scottish Open. And you know, in every tournament, you need to come back from a big. You need to. You need to
Do you know, I've not
produce a recovery like this.
I've not heard somebody say that before. I quite like that saying. That's very positive thinking.
Remember SVB winning his title 2 years ago in Milton Keynes. He came back from 10-3 down versus Mika Immonen. Remember that?
Yeah.
So.
So, Gorst hits 6 first. Dominguez at the table with a chance to take out a finish for the match. But he's not got a shape on the 2 ball. He's going to have to kick. Safety shot coming
Great
from
safety from Albin here.
Albin Ocean.
Absolutely great safety.
Played that well. The hit on the 1 ball isn't, the 2 ball isn't too difficult for Jason, but it's making sure of some safety is always a challenge.
Oscar Dominguez also on the hill.
He is, but he's got a bit. Oh,
What
Jason!
a kick from
Jason. I don't know if he's covered the 2, but what a shot it was.
They're both good friends of the table, Mosconi Cup teammates. They enjoy this match. A little more interaction maybe into players as it's, let's say, as it's maybe we wouldn't see this in a UK Open quarterfinal for sure in the TV table, but here they enjoy a little more. Great break from Fedor. Is the 2 ball gonna drop?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect position on the
3's
3.
there as well. The 1's away, the 2's away. He's got position on the 3. Oh, now Copping thinking, I want on the table, I want on the table, I want on the table. As Fedor Gorst spent the first half of the match thinking.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah, guys. Albin can smile. Steve is asking the commentary if Albin can smile. It's the beginning of an apocalypse. I had the chance to go to the Mosconi Cup in Ali Pali in December, and Albin was 4-0 up in a set versus Tyler Steyer, and people were were shouting in the public, "Please smile, Albin."
Wow. This could turn into one incredible finish.
Great shot by Albin.
Very good shot from Albin.
Safety and developed the cluster there between the 3 and the 5.
He's got a bit of cover as well. So, Fedor just holding the table just now.
Yeah. I think he starts feeling it. Maybe it's a little early, but
This could become quite exciting. There's really nothing that should stop him taking away the last 4 balls.
people say it's a tough table. We can make you sure it's not that tough table. The easiest layout of pool here for Fedor to reduce the difference, to make it 9-7.
And this could be one of the biggest comebacks. Really unbelievable. And live streamed. Here in Glasgow, Scotland.
Wow, great jump shot by Albin to stay alive here. Wow, he didn't get second prize, but at least he can
They're having their own battle over there, aren't they?
have a watch on the 3 ball and at least try get something moving. So here we are.
9-6, guys. 9-6. 9-7.
9-7, Stevie.
We're going to 9-7. My goodness. When does Copenhagen get back to the table? Does he get back to the table? Has he had his last shot? Who knows? Need to stay and watch to find out.
He seems to have found the break. So we can go all the way.
So Hoffman with a difficult combination shot here with a chance to keep his match alive. He's 9-5 down. He's looking at the 9 combos. You can see 3 tables down on your stream. That's a nice shot from Jason in behind the 9 ball. If that reaps any benefits, that could win him the match. Not an easy one to escape from. And with only 6 balls on the table, there's less to hide behind, less to find fortune. The only benefit he has is that the 4 ball doesn't pass into the pocket it's closest to. So provided he gets contact, it could be difficult to get the cue ball round to the right angle. Here we go, Fedor in 9-7 with the break, which he's been playing well.
Tough spot for Albin here. He needs to touch this 3 ball to stay alive. Wow!
Fedor's got the 1
That
ball.
9 ball is
The
moving.
9 ball was close. And he can see the 2 ball, but he's hampered with cueing over the 3.
He's in a Chinese snooker.
And if he plays it plain ball, he's going to have to get that the cue ball right across the table onto this side rail for position on the 3. That's tough.
Do you see worth risking to pot the 2 ball in these conditions?
I really don't know the answer. We saw him earlier on. I think he was 6 or 7-2 down, and he played a safety shot off the break where he could have attacked. And it didn't work out for him because Copenhagen put in a jump shot knocked the two ball off of the two centre knuckles, and the ball travelled across the table and went in anyway. He dropped it in, so he got lucky. Do you give that opportunity back? You were talking about the percentages earlier. Do the percentages change when you get to a scoreline like this? Or do you still just play the right shot?
Multiple scenarios here. Try to pull the two ball. Maybe try a safety or maybe push out. So it's big time decision here.
I think you try this. And what I would do is I'd push it up to the corner, or having a look at Jason taking out the match, we think.
Drawing the ball so easy with his long cue with extension. I bet that cue is pretty easy as a weight. Absolutely impressive shots displayed by Jason, which moves into the semi-finals of the Scottish Open.
Jason.
The Eagle Eye is here to keep his title, just 2 steps away. He's waiting his opponent between Oscar Dominguez, the big O from the United States, and the hitman Torsten Homan. 9-7 there, and Torsten is breaking.
If you take this two ball to the top corner and you hit it fat so that it hits the side rail first, you give it every chance to drop. But if you don't get it quite right, the two ball then tracks back down to the bottom of the table, the white to the top, and you've got the 9 and the 4 as potential cover, and you've got the 8 as a potential blocker to that corner pocket. But you have to hit it quite firm. If it drops, the white will track across the table and give you hopefully a shot down the rail to the 3. I think that's the shot I would play.
I think he's considering pushing out where he's pointing the cue. Wouldn't be any easy safety from Ko from that position. Really interesting.
Oh, he's having it. Oh, you're exactly right. He has played the push shot. I don't know how happy he's going to be here. Can you not slide this cue ball down the table and in behind the 6?
Yeah, I think he can.
Possible.
He may try to, he may try to play the 2 ball into the 8. Maybe have a go at potting it.
If he does that,
first
though,
of all, he's going to go safe.
No, I think
securing the cue ball.
I think if he tries to pot it off the 8, I know he's got covered by the 6, but it's not a difficult jump shot.
Yeah.
I think he can run this cue ball down into the 6. Or maybe tuck it in behind the 3 ball.
Yeah, it's a too small window. It was difficult, the push out also. That's why Fedor.
He doesn't want to give the table back, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be trying to put the white ball in behind the 6.
He's thinking of aiming the 8. Watch out. I was afraid I called some stupid shot. Because we are not Jeremy Jones level of commentary. What would JJ call here? We are all wondering, because he can get into the mind of these guys better than anyone. Wouldn't be that much of a risk if he goes medium speed into the 8 ball, fancy a pot, because he would stop the cue ball there. The 6 ball is big, and what would worst scenario happen? I mean, if he misses the pot, the 2 ball will be here on the down rail somewhere. Didn't leave much if he freezes the cue ball on the rail.
If he freezes the cue ball, though, he's then got to play that.
The 3 is there. If he does it, he can run out the match.
No, not really, because the 3 ball's there, but if his cue ball's stuck on that side cushion, how's he going to get out for the 4?
Yeah.
He's going to have to jack up and play something pretty crazy. Can't be worth the risk.
Wow, it's 5th, 6th, 10th time when he's going down on the shot and still wondering. But as you said, I don't imagine him passing back. So he has to He went for it.
Oh my
Wow, wow,
goodness.
So Jeremy Jones
No
call of the
way.
shot here by Christian, your commentator at the debut.
Wow.
After 15 years of watching pool, at least I called one good shot.
You know that there's somebody asking for the clock shot because they've got a bit frustrated waiting for that shot to be played. But I find it
Wait,
interesting.
he failed the shot.
I
He made the 8.
think it's really interesting watching people squirm over these important decisions. I think it's part of the entertainment. I
Yeah.
love it.
Easy jump shot here.
And he's played that
Wow.
to perfection.
He landed perfect. It was important to get okay on the 3 ball because he has to travel in the other side of the table for the 4 in the side.
Or does he just draw it up the side cushion and take the 4 to the corner pocket?
No corner pocket available for the 4. I don't think. No. He's going to play in the side, I expect. But taking a deep breath, he was in a very, very close situation.
He's overhit that a little bit.
A little overhit. He's going to bridge over the 7 a bit, but I think he's just fine. It stopped at the right moment.
He
1
can-
or 2 inches more would have been disaster for Ko.
He can use a 9 ball to hold the cue ball, can't he?
Yeah. Feeling the pressure.
We did say,
You know, even at their level, they don't want to cue high on the cue ball, you know? Especially on these tight pockets. Yeah, he made it. He's
it
dead
looks
straight
quite
on the
straight.
5.
It does look straight, doesn't he?
Wow.
It's gone down quite
We
quick.
have all the drama in this set.
He's gone down quite quickly to this. Well, this is when we find out if he's, you know, today has he brought that determination, that focus, that concentration.
Great queuing here. Another good shot required now because he's going to bounce off that side rail. This is going to be the easiest shot for Ko after he had to face. Just staying composed to close this match.
Yeah.
It's there.
Oh. Now, I don't think he got what he
Wow.
wanted out of that white there.
Wow.
He did not
When I
get
see
the
this shot, I remember instantly the shot of Niels Fine in the final of the World Cup of Pool versus England, but he was in a more trickier angle. Something similar, but he was under shot clock position. Absolutely similar. I think half a diamond frozen, a little more down table.
So where does he take the...
He had to elevate to
He
get his
elevate.
partner. So Ko won't risk to elevate, I think, here on these pockets. He'll just roll this in, and he's going to face a very tough 9-ball for the match.
You think?
This is a particular situation here, but it absolutely jumped my mind there.
Yeah, I think you're right. You can just drop it in, take the tougher 9-ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done exactly that. He can get his hand on the table. But wow.
So hold your breath
For
here.
the match.
Hold your breath here, folks.
To go into the quarter final. This is the quarter. Going
This
to the
is a shot for the
semi-final.
podium.
Wow. He's played it well.
Wow.
He's shown his
Yeah, you see?
mettle there today.
Excellent queuing. He aimed into the rail, how they say it. I heard Carlboy saying he aimed into a bigger pocket. Just perfect shot here by Ko.
He was off that table for almost 6 racks there.
Yeah.
And came on and put that finish away. That was incredible.
Yeah, what a character
Very,
to be
very
able
well
to
done.
resist this comeback, because Fedor